I'm Matt with eTrailer. If you have a 2022 Toyota Tacoma and you want to get a little bit of extra space for any of that luggage or anything that is not going to be weather resistant, then the Yakima NX 16 Roof Box is going to be a great option for you. So let's check it out. Now the reason why I really focus on those items that aren't going to be weather resistant is because at the end of the day, you do have a truck, you have a lot of space in your bed. But trying to put any of your luggage back there, you probably don't want to risk anything happening to it, like if it were to rain or snow outside, because that'd be a real hassle taking it out. The next option would be inside your cab. But if you have a full family with you and you have kids in the back, putting your luggage back there probably isn't going to be ideal. So your next option is most likely going to be your roof, especially if you are just hauling some extra luggage, because trying to take a trailer behind you just for a few things of extra luggage really is going to be a lot just for that situation. So that's why I really like these roof boxes. And using the one today is pretty easy. You can actually open this from either side. So if things are limited, you can open it up from your driver or passenger side. You just need your key to open up this lever and then push up on here. Now this is pretty high, so I'm probably going to have to step inside my vehicle. And what's nice, as I'm doing all of this, this is staying open. And that's because we have these hinge locks to keep this open, just to really get anything that we need out of here a lot easier. And with it open, we can take a closer look inside. You can see we have plenty of space, and we can kind of see what design we have. So you'll notice we do have these channels and raised surfaces. And what that's designed for is, let's say you have some skis and you want to put them in here. You don't have to worry about those skis really staying in contact with any of that dirt or grime that comes from them. And let's say some water were to get in here, it's most likely going to stay in these channels and keeping any of your luggage above that. Now if we take a look right next to this, we'll notice we have this bracket that sits right here. And what this is actually the back side of our clamp that hooks everything up to your roof. So what's nice about this is it's going to have an included tool that you can tighten down. And as you tighten this down, it will start to make a clicking sound to let you know it's all the way tightened into place. And speaking of tightening this into place, as you tighten that down, we're going to have this hook or this clamp that's going to cinch up to your crossbars. It's going to have this rubber padding to it so it won't scratch anything up. And this will work with most crossbars, whether you have your standard, round, square, or arrow crossbars. Now something to watch out for is if you have any HD crossbars, any of those really big bulky ones, because it might not have enough clearance. That's just something you'll have to check and measure your own crossbars for. Then when you have everything stored up or you've taken everything out, you can close it. And this is going to be pretty high up, especially having this on top of a truck. So they actually leave us this string that we can pull down to make this process a bit easier. Once it's down, I'll just tuck that back up and close it. You notice when I try to take my key out, it's not removing. That's because we still have this red bar right here that's visible. That's telling us that this isn't latched completely down. You can kind of see it right here. So the way we can fix that is just by pulling on it a little bit more. You see that our lever moved. If I just push that up some, turn my key, I can remove it now. That's just kind of built in there just for another safety feature to make sure this doesn't pop up as you're driving. And this lock core is here just for that additional security so no one can come by and open up your box. Let's take a quick look at how this is going to look on top of our roof. So right now we are getting a little bit of overhang over our windshield, which isn't too bad, and you actually won't notice this as you're driving. And it will take up a majority of our crossbars. Now in most cases, that's going to be fine because this is a pretty big box and you most likely won't need all of your crossbar space. And you can tell how big of a box this is, especially from a side view, because it takes up pretty much our entire cab. Now, where we have it set at the moment, we do have just a little bit of overhang. So if you have any items that are really tall, they could make contact with it. But something that is nice about this box is, like earlier when I was talking about those clamps, they're actually adjustable too. So you can actually adjust them for different crossbar spreads Or in a case like that, you can actually push this box forward to make sure you clear from the back. And this is going to sit up by 16 inches on top of your roof. So just make sure if you are going through any low clearance areas to take that into account. It's a good idea just to take the total height of your vehicle, your crossbars, and your box, just so you know what areas you can make it under, anywhere like a garage. Another thing to take into consideration with your vehicle is going to be your roof's weight capacity. Because the box has its own weight capacity that's in the instructions, but you need to really watch out for your roof because this box is going to be around 40 pounds, so it's pretty heavy, and if you are maxing it out, you're probably going to be exceeding your roof in most cases. So just make sure you double check what your roof capacity is, then go from the lowest rated component. But at the end of the day, I think this is a great option if you just need a little bit more storage for those smaller items or those items that aren't going to be weather resistant. And this is going to be a great option because it's not going to be in your way, it's not going to be on the back of your truck, adding more length, it's just going to be on top of your roof, keeping everything pretty compact. Now, if you are looking at other options that really do compare to this, then I'd recommend checking out the Thule Motion XT Roof Box. They're going to have one that's the same size as this, that's going to be 16 cubic feet. And really the main difference with that is going to be how those clamps tighten down. With the one we have today, we have that included tool to tighten them down. But the Thule one is actually going to have a tool that's built into the clamps, so you don't have to worry about losing anything. And they are a little bit easy to operate. But what I really like about the one we have today is just the finish we have. The Thule one's going to have a glossy finish, but we're going to have this textured finish. So what's really nice is I think it gives us a little bit more of a rugged design on top of our Tacoma today. And if this were to ever get scratched up on any of your journeys, it's going to be less noticeable just because of that finish. And that was just a look at the Yakima NX 16 Roof Box on top of our 2022 Toyota Tacoma. I'm Matt. Thanks for watching.